22 seconds. Okay. But we're good to go now. Whoa, now I can see you guys. Hopefully you can see me. But we'll get some more people in here in just a second, get everything going. Welcome to the after party. So if you're over at Michael Malloy's stream, you know about LA Beast. You're coming in to hang out with me now for a little bit tonight. That's what's up. Let me get the chat brought up here so I can see what everyone's talking about. Gonna take my horse to the hotel room. Gonna ride till I can't no more. I need to adjust some stuff here. What's going on? All right, we got people already filling in. Y'all can't sleep. That's what's up. You come hang out with me at the after party. Let me fix these ingestion settings real quick. I don't like that thumbnail I've got up right there. That doesn't look good. I'll fix that. Hello, Alicia.
Hello.
Can I fix the thumbnail? Oh, I hope so. Maybe not.
What's wrong with your thumbnail?
I don't like this one.
I'm gonna put you up on my TV. 2 seconds.
Oh well, it's not really that important, huh?
Fine.
That's all right. I'll be your Huckleberry for the night. Get off me, Piper. You're so hot. Oh.
Sorry.
The cat was putting up some fur for him. All right, so there's my chat right there so I can see you, folks and fellers. We already got 11 people hanging out. That's what's up. Who's all stepping in? We got Steven here. Huh, what's up, man? You guys, Tyler, Dennis. Wow, you guys are, what are you kids doing up so late? You're not supposed to be coming to hang out with Mr. Green like that. This is for the grown-ups. But that's okay. You guys can hang out for a bit. You can come chill with us. I've got some of my gaming people in here, and I got some of my other friends in here, so that's what's up.
And Mark. I think someone's calling me. Yeah, I'm not answering.
Where's Jux? I sent him a request. These contacts need to come out. All right, man. Woo! Should just demonetize this. You gonna skin that smoke wagon or just stand there and bleed? What's going on there, Jesse Wells? Your ear hurts. Should you be concerned? Why? Like, how do you mean, broski? What do you mean your ear hurts, man?
I hope he's okay.
Crossing the kitties. Look, there's mine.
Yep, I've shared and I tagged you.
Oh, thank you. And for those who know, you guys who've probably seen me before, you want to know who Piper is? You always see me talking. That's Piper.
And I'm your mod.
Yep, and there's Miss Alicia. Caleb, what's going on? Oi, what you guys doing up? You should be in bed, bro. Got to get some rest in so we can Fortnite.
Yep.
Well, right now we had some people coming over from Steve, from Michael Malloy's channel come to hang out. So I figured it'd be a nice time to get a stream going. Everybody was still kind of awake. So I figured we'd do a live stream. Come on in if you can't sleep. I'll be your Huckleberry. That is still one of the most pimpin' lines ever from the. Did you ever see the movie? It was Tombstone, I think it was. No. Oh, Tombstone is great. Val Kilmer is amazing in that one, playing Doc Holliday. All right, juxtapose. All right, he made the transition. Don't be shy. Come on over, Travis. Come hang out. Gary, do you want to come on and hang out? Anybody? You guys. Well, I'm gonna put it this way: you need to be over 18. You need to be 18 to come on panel. If you want to come on panel, you're gonna have to be an adult. Val Kilmer, absolutely. Miss Brooke, you're welcome to come join us if you'd like to, hon. You seem pretty cool. Val Kilmer, right? Look, I'm not gonna lie. Val Kilmer, man crush. Yeah, definitely cool guy. But yeah, if I was gonna be gay, Val Kilmer.
Cool.
Love Real Genius is great movie. Kermit the Frog here. There you go. All the voices you hear, I promise I've done before. So those are my voices. Yes. Kermit the Frog, welcoming to the stream. It's not easy being green.
You do the best voice impressions.
I don't know. My voice hasn't felt right in the last couple of days.
How are you after that veggie?
No, I don't know what was up with that. Like, That just messed with my stomach. Top Gun, he was great. You're dangerous. That's right, I am.
Oh yeah, I love Top Gun.
I liked him in the movie. What was it? Deja Vu. That was a good one. Oh, don't you kids dare smoke. Don't you ever start. It's terrible.
In that one, I'm not sure.
Mr. Turtle. All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you coming by, man. Thank you. I know it's late, man. We're just doing a little after party here. I'll be your Huckleberry. Horses in the back. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I wanna ride till I can't no. I'm so like terrified. That song is all I'm gonna hear at CMA.
Hi, Josie.
Saw nothing.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine. I'll send you.
Where does your killing me Smalls come from? That's from the Sandlot, Steven. Killing me Smalls. You guys, if you don't notice, I take a lot of the lines I use just from all kinds of movies that I can reference back and forth. So I like taking lines and doing that and slipping them into everyday conversation. Absolutely. You know you're welcome to sometime, Turtle Man. Turtle Man. Welcomes by Vegemite Man.
Doesn't Turtle jump on?
I think he said it's a bit late for him. No, did he? Oh, yeah, he was just stopping in to say hello.
Fair enough. Hi, Gary.
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 Oh, well, thank you so much. 10 for 10 epic references, right? I know my movies. I know my movies. Hey, Brandon, hello. Yeah, I'm alive again, buddy. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. I'll be your Huckleberry.
You're gonna keep saying that, aren't you?
Yeah, that's gonna be my little thing. That's such a great line because all right, so check him out. So in the movie Tombstone, Val Kilmer he has tuberculosis, so he's really sick and he's dying anyway. And they're like, all right, the sheriff gets his brothers together, like we're gonna go fight these guys. Are you coming with us, Doc? And he's like, well, I'll be a Huckleberry. It's just so pimp in the way he says it. Everything in that movie. He's just so well. I'm a dead man walking, so I really don't have anything to fear. This one guy busts out his pistols. He's doing all these flips. Val Kilmer comes walking up, finishes his shot, and he starts spinning the shot glasses. And he's so nonchalant about it and all like just bougie, just bougie about everything. He's just so flamboyant about it. It's great. Horses in the back.
How old's Brando?
Brando? Whom? Brandon? Oh, Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon's a very colorful character. I appreciate Brandon being here. He's a great guy, just a little extreme for my tastes. So he's more than welcome to hang out, of course. But he's got himself an interesting channel. I'll give you that. He is not a cookie cutter channel. So if you want something that is definitely different and off the wall, check out Brandon's channel.
All right, I'll check him out.
You might actually enjoy some of his. I would almost say artistic. Maybe he's got definitely an artistic flair going on, or it's definitely something different. Check it out if it's something off the wall, off not what you think. It's not cookie cutter.
Cool. I'll definitely check him out then.
You've been to Tombstone? Rock on, stop motion bucket. That's cool, man. Rock on, bro. When did you get to go there, dude?
He went to Tombstone. That's pretty cool. I'm jealous.
You just woke up. That's cool, Brandon. Well, until you figure it out, man, you're more than welcome to hang out here.
Turtle just said though that he doesn't have your Twitter, otherwise he's on.
Yeah, go for it, Jux.
I can send the Hangouts if you want.
Oh man, no problem, Brandon. I know you've got a different style, dude. And I think everyone was just misunderstanding that.
But
Cool, man, absolutely. I think that yeah, it's just you got a different style. And I don't think people were quite recognizing the artistic flair to your style. And it was odd for them, but I can appreciate the beauty and the oddity.
look, I'll even sub to you right now.
Hi from the UK, says Minx Laura 123's Wacky World. Well, hello, hello, hello. Glad you stopped on by. I'm gonna be your Huckleberry. That's right. I'd say go for it, Brando. Make a video, man. Sure, dude. Why not?
Has a new subscriber now.
Bam. Just like that, Brando.
Yep, just like that.
Have you heard that song yet, Alicia? Old Town Road.
Who sings it?
Billy Ray Cyrus, and it's a remix by Billy Ray Cyrus and Justin Pose posted linked, and oh, I've heard that song and I got it stuck in my head
Good?
now.
Good?
What?
Any good?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's like a country fried rap.
I will tell Jux to post the link and I'll check it out.
He did. He posted one earlier. It was another rendition. Oh, it was great.
I missed out on it.
Jux will be on in a few minutes. Oh, thank God. Heck yeah, Jux is coming. Little Nas X. I am in love with the song, but I am deathly afraid that when I have to go down to CMA, that's all I'm gonna hear in the music scene. I know that song is gonna be blowing up. It's very catchy, very commercial, very radio. And for those who don't know who are coming over, yes, I do work in the music industry. So I'm not trying to brag about anything I do. I just don't have a reason to lie about what I do and all the cool stuff I've got to do and all the cool people I've got to hang out with. I have no reason to. I don't see a point in lying. My life is pretty dang cool as it is.
You are cool yourself.
Ah, stop it. It's true. It's true.
I know.
No. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. There's a link Juxtapose put up in there.
Oh, thank you.
Weird flex, but okay. Is that what it is? Did I flex? Was I flexing or was I flousing? Because when I was a kid, that would be flousing. You were flossing, but now that's the butt floss, so it's something totally different. Weird flex, but okay. You should be happy about your life. You should be very proud about your life. That you should be able to tell people with proud honesty and be happy about what you've accomplished. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm drinking my cuppa.
I like stop motion bucket. I like you already, cat. You're a cool cat. Yep. And I like your name too. I'm already subscribed to you, broski.
Who's that?
Stop motion bucket. I'm already subscribed to him. I was gonna subscribe to his channel, but I already am.
Give me 2 seconds.
We go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. Run, Forrest, run. After that, let's see. Hold on. How's the good line go? Can you believe after only 5 years of football, I got a college degree?
Oh,
Have you ever thought about joining the army in my future?
There you go. Got one.
Jay, when are you going to take your ex out of featured channel? Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. Thank you. Actually, that's a good reminder, man. Thank you for letting me know that. I do need to do that.
What mug? This mug.
Good reminder, Steve-O. Thank you.
Nothing special.
You got a new mug on the way, though, huh, Alicia?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to.
Boy, she got herself some Jay Greenbaum May 5 merch. That's what's up.
Gonna end up getting every.
She bought the store out.
I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait till it comes.
Ooh, you like hockey as well, Brandon? That's what's up. Whatever happened to Mike the Mayor? the Mayor Mike or whatever his name was. He used to hang out here all Mike Furburger. That was his name, Mike Furburger. Mayor Mike. Oh, you're Orb Cooper. Okay, well I remember you stop motion. That's all you had to say is you're Orb Cooper. Koopa.
I'm gonna
Koopa.
start
Koopa. I need a bowl of water.
you. I'm stopping everyone here. Where is she? She's saying cool. Boom, she's got 4 now. She's cute. Done.
No, I don't host that. It doesn't anything for me, man. I'm all gravy. I don't need to host anything, but I appreciate the reminder. Gary says the store got restocked after he bought it. Ha.
What shirt? What color shirt did you get?
I have one green because I'm green. It's not easy being green.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Shocked face says Brandon. No. Nope, we do not, good sir. We do not. I like your references. Very interesting, sir. I knew you were creative in some way, and I think that it was very misunderstood, but I was right there, bro. I got you, Brandon. I got you. They say you're weird. I say you're just unique.
Exactly.
I have enough normal friends. I've met enough normal people in my life. I like the unique ones. They always have the fun parties.
I was about to say the exact same thing. You read my mind.
I like when people speak in riddles like stuff like that. It's so cool. I wouldn't have never thought to have said it like that, and I like it. I like that. Good grasp on English language when you can work other words like that. Very impressive, sir. Very impressive. Haha.
Stephen. No way.
That we hello, sir.
My pleasure.
Very good. Yeah, he does it's different stuff, man. There's just something when I first saw Brandon's channel, initial reaction was I think the same as everybody else's. But then I was like, wait. There's something more here. There's something more here. There's something he's trying to I haven't caught it yet, but there's something underlined. And I like the mystery to it. And I'm not quite sure where to put my finger on what I'm seeing yet. And I like it because it makes my mind twist. And when my mind twists, that's how learning happens. You think differently from another perspective.
The sounds of that.
You know what, Brandon? Can I tell you one of my favorite poems if you'd like to look it up? I think it's called I want to say oh my lord, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if it's called the willow tree or the apple tree.
The willow tree? I think I've heard of that.
The willow tree?
Hmm.
The willow tree poem?
Sorry, kitty. I'm annoying the hell out of it.
A Poison Tree by William Blake. I have the book. I bought it just because of a certain oh, I love it. It's so good. Hold on. It goes, I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. And watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. I sunned it with smiles and with soft, decent wiles. And it grew both night and day, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe did shine, and my foe did behold it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And in my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. Love that poem.
Do you remember the magic faraway tree?
The what?
The magic faraway tree with like
I
all that.
I don't believe so.
Okay, I must be. Oh no, you're around the same age as me.
I remember a lighthouse in the attic.
Do you remember the gumnut babies, or is that an Aussie story?
That might be Aussie.
Okay.
But if you guys get a chance, check out the Poison Tree. I think it's a great poem. I love the. If you can get the underline of what he's talking about in it, it's really interesting.
I think Brandon knows what I'm talking about. Moon face and all that.
Hey, rest easy, Turtle Man. Take it easy, buddy. We'll get you on a panel.
Yeah, take care, Total.
We'll get you on one sometime, buddy. No worries.
I'll message you tomorrow or a bit later on.
But Brandon, check that one out and tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you think of that one. I think you'll really like that one.
Good day.
Hello, puppet.
I made it.
Oh.
He made it. He made it.
I had to rub one out real quick.
The Southern Oracles.
Crikey. Justin now.
I want a picture of that. Just a pose. You need to get a picture. Take your face and superimpose it on the Southern Oracles.
The Southern Oracles?
Yes.
The hell is that?
Feel better, Total.
Do I have to look it up?
You shouldn't.
Oh, God.
Yes, he knows. Brandon knows what I'm talking about. The magic faraway tree. Dude, we're going to get along just fine.
I told you Brandon was cool. There was something about Brandon. I knew there's something going on. He's different and it's cool.
So who made it over? The Ceiling did?
I'm talking about.
Stephen Greer, the Mad Picker, Turtle.
Supreme Wreck. Hello, hello.
All right, all right.
Shakespeare. I know Shakespeare. I know some. The Never-Ending Story. The Ceiling got it. Yeah. The Southern Oracle. He made it. He made it.
Oh, God.
Good. Yep.
Brandon,
I need juxtaposed, and you can put it on the background. Your face on the Southern Oracles. Oh,
as well.
that is Travis, Brandon, or juxtapose. Talk about the Army? Well, we'll talk some Army stories in a little bit. We'll get to some fun Army stories. Let's let it develop naturally.
Tell him about the crispy sock.
I don't think I want to know.
You talked about it earlier.
Throw the sock at someone, hits him in the face. Dude, you just cut me.
Yeah. Where'd my beard go?
Over here shaving with the Army green sock. Chiseling my name.
No, don't talk about the Army. It makes me feel bad that I never did anything with my life.
Oh, dude. You know,
I'm just kidding.
I only joined the Army because I was at the end of my rope. I didn't know what to do. $35-something thousand in student loan debts. And I'm like, oh boy, what now?
My vagina was too massive to go into the Army.
Dude, it's not like, trust me, I wasn't thrilled with the idea either, but.
Yeah. Well, you had like a family thing to hold up to.
Not really. Like, I was always told you're not going to join the Army. We don't want you in the Army. You don't join the Army. Don't join the military. I was always told that.
Sorry, I was just checking.
I think that's probably why I joined, though. But then again, I came up with an idea that the military wants, they very much encourage you to get married in the military so that you can have kids, and the likelihood that one of your kids will join the military so that at least they get some of their money back on the health insurance they spend on the family is earned. And I started thinking about it. I was like, well, you know, technically my father had 2 boys. One of them joined. They got theirs back. My father is one of 2 boys. One of them joined. They got their money back. My grandfather was one of 3 boys, or 3 kids, 1 boy, his father, so on and so forth. So far as I can tell, 4 generations, they've got their money back.
That's good.
I mean, for them, I guess.
My dad was in the Navy, but he never really talked about it.
Hey,
You
Annie.
should ask him sometime. That'd be actually really cool.
I think he kind of had to join the Navy because he dropped out of high school, and then like when you did that back in the day, your parents were like, "All right, get the hell out of my house," then. and he had no place to stay, so he joined the Navy, and that's a place to stay.
Hey, it's not the worst gig. It's better than the YMCA.
Yep.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
He did very well of it though, because like I guess he was doing electronic stuff in the Navy, and this was like back in its infancy. So like he got a little bit of training, got his foot in the door, and then made a pretty successful career in computers.
You'd be surprised when you look into the past military careers of politicians, actors, musicians, littered with military.
Yeah.
It's a stepping stone, and then everybody knows everybody. For instance, my boss, we had a meeting with a certain big recording company guy, and my boss knew that he was military, so I got to be brought along for that meeting because I was prior military. And we're sitting in the office, and my boss brings up, he's like, "Oh yeah, he's prior, blah blah blah." So the guy starts talking to me. He's like, "Where'd you go to basic? Fort Knox." He's like, "Oh, I was stationed there too. What'd you think of Fort Knox?" Being a military guy, I was like, okay, he's talking to me like a military person. I'm going to answer him like a military person. I told him, I was like, I thought it was a shithole. Yeah. And my boss, you should have seen the face. His face went white and everything. He's like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. The guy's like, no, it's fine. It was a shithole. And so we started talking back and forth, and it was really interesting. It was just a good way to develop it. Yeah, it's just military, man. They're everywhere. They're littered. Everybody has some little bit of service when you meet. When you start climbing the ladders of meeting things, it's everybody has some service somewhere.
Yep. Definitely opens doors.
There's a fraternity to it, and then there's like there's a level of communication amongst the veterans. We all kind of, hey man, I know about this, or I've got a leg up to get you in the door for this, or somebody knows somebody who we went to basic with.
Well, people are told me too, I could probably do like computer or IT stuff for the Army. Like if I joined, like they probably wouldn't stick me on the front line. Because
you don't see, when you join the Army, you pick your job.
Right.
So if you have computer skills, they're going to push you towards computers because you'll be more valuable there.
Right.
So you'll get to, I would say, dude, honestly, how old are you again?
I'm 32 now.
You're not that old, man. It's not impossible.
I'm too old to join the Army.
No, you're not. 36 is the cutoff. 38.
Yeah, but I'm at like the age where I should probably start thinking about having kids in a marriage, not joining the Army.
For the military, they'd love you. You don't have kids. You seem STD free for the most part. We all have some herpes. Dude, 3 years in wouldn't be the worst gig. You get out at 35, you'd have definitely a lot more electrical training. Say you pick up a clearance while you're in there, then you get out and you go do some work for the FBI as a civilian contractor. Go make bank. But that step in the door through the military is your step in the door. It's a huge door open when you do that.
Yeah, I feel like I've already invested like too much into my IT career though in the private sector that it just wouldn't be worth it at this point.
Oh man, if you've got the skills you've developed, I don't think they would teach you some different stuff, but I don't think it would apply to much more than what you could do.
Right.
But there's one guy though, he was able to make my cell phone call it from its own number with some device he had.
Stephen Greer, you think I should join the NSA?
Join like a hacking group so that you could hack for the government and build firewall or something.
That'd be cool to be a white hat hacker, like do hacking for good.
That'd be awesome. Like you test the government systems by attempting to hack it.
Yeah, but even though it might be like good intentions, it's still illegal.
No, there's a job for that. There's a job that in the military to do that. Your job is to try to hack in and tell them where you found. If you can get in, then you can tell them how to close that door.
I forget what that term's called. It's called like a key turner or something like that.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Anything there's a job for it in the military.
Yeah.
I think there's like 800 and something MOSs to pick from. Of course, depending on your score. But you're an intelligent guy, you'd score high.
Probably. I don't think I'd want to join the NSA though. I don't agree like the things that they do.
You should go Blackwater, dude. It'd be fun. I'll do it with you.
I'll join the elite hacker group of Anonymous.
Anonymous, that's right. We are Anonymous.
No, good. Hacking is sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even honestly like as much as I know about computers, I've never even like bothered to look into that stuff. It's like way over my head. I'm sure it's easily learnable. It's just not something I want to get into.
Have you seen Letterkenny?
Who?
Letterkenny?
I don't think so.
You need to watch Letterkenny when they try to go on the dark web. It's hilarious.
Oh,
Do you have Hulu at all?
yes.
All right, so when you get a chance, Letterkenny. It's spelled just like it sounds, one word. Letterkenny.
I'm the hacker known as 4chan. Yeah. Oh my god.
You want to do ROTC in college, then get into the Air Force as an officer? That is a smart idea, Supreme Wrecker.
My cousin just did that.
If you do that, Supreme Wrecker, you let me know when you finish your your training through basic. I will come to your graduation. I will come to your Air Force graduation. Absolutely. I would come to anybody of you who joined the military. You want me there for your graduation? I'll be there. They'll let you off duty for the day if you need to drive to a battle buddy's. My buddy was on post and he told his NCOs, I got to go to Fort Knox. My buddy's graduating basic training. They let him off for a 3-day weekend to go up and see me. But it was only I think I got to see him for all of 2 minutes. Literally, it was, hey man, I did it. Cool, bro. That's my mom. Hey mom. Hey dad. Hey dad. Get on the bus. I loved it. The early morning stuff used to suck though. Like arriving at base at 3 in the morning, trying to get settled in, and they're like, "Wake up's at 5," and you're like, "We just got here. It's 3. Go wake up in 2 hours."
Those crickets are loud.
Tell him to shut up.
Tell him to get down. Shut up. Get down. Shut up.
Actually, I was just trying to figure out that word of like testing systems. It's called penetration testing, which kind of made me giggle.
I can imagine. I'm gonna penetrate the government.
I'm testing my penetration skills.
You know, there's a bunch of nerdy hackers. Penetrate me. Penetrate me.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some working in the IT field. I've met some weirdos.
They're the cool people, though, man. They know their stuff and they like Halo. So
yeah, some of them are even too nerdy for me. I'm like, dude, get away with me. Get away from me with that shit.
It's like, I've wired this computer to be the ultimate software in all total design, and if you hit F1, it orders a pizza.
Yeah. It's like, dude.
That is so impressive.
It's like, dude, you need to get laid. When was the last time you saw a vagina?
I remember that show.
Well, Mom was a busty girl, but...
Oh, my God. I saw her step out of the shower once.
But you're only 15 and in the 9th grade, but I'm already in JROTC. Continue it, man. Keep it going, buddy.
Right. Dad
Keep it going, dude.
Thought so.
Of course, though, Supreme Rec, you could always just finish your JROTC, enlist under the enlisted side, start your college courses, knock out your first 2 years of your basic ones. Then you could re-enlist under the BEAR program, which would then immediately get you your commission, but you'd have 2 years as a lieutenant to finish your degree before you could be commissioned as a captain.
Oh, you know the faraway tree too, Annie. Do you remember the gum nut babies then?
Did you just cuss at me?
No.
No, I'm just kidding. The gum nut babies. I remember the gummy bears. Those were one of my favorite cartoons, the gummy bears.
Bears.
You remember the gummy bears? And they drank the gummy juice? Do you remember that juxtaposed? You do.
The what?
The gummy bears?
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I don't think I ever watched it, but I know
the
there
only
was
episode
one.
I can remember was there was something going on with a bad guy, and one of them had built a bridge, but he had been so vain that he built it out of stone, and he built it too well. So when it came time that they needed to collapse the bridge for some reason because the bad guy was coming, it was too well built, but he knew how to pull the keystone and collapse the whole thing.
Annie knows. Annie knows. I knew she would.
Cuddle Pie and Cuddle Pot?
Yep. The 2 little babies and the gum nut babies.
Just sure like saying the word vagina.
Vagina.
It is a good word. It just rolls right off the tongue. I mean,
Up, down, whatever.
Blinky Bill. Remember him, Annie?
Yeah, Supreme, you can do the ROTC, join the Air Force, and then once you retire from that, you can fly for United Airlines.
No, that's not how it works. If you do 2 years in college, you will get in as a sergeant. No, that's not true.
A lot of airlines hire retired Air Force pilots because they're the best.
My buddy, he was a warrant officer, flew Apaches, and now he's a captain for Southwest.
My friend, he went to college. Like, he didn't go the military route. He went like the private route to become an airline pilot. And after he got out of school, he regretted it. He's like, I should have went into the military because he spent like $120,000 on school to become a pilot.
Ooh.
And he won't be able to touch an airplane until he's like 40.
Wow.
Because you need so much experience, and the only way to get it is to fly on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like 40 by the time you have the flight hours to touch a jumbo jet.
None of us will have jobs soon, says the ceiling, because of AI.
And I'll put my headphones in and see what happens, Annie. We had this trouble last time.
There might be less jobs, but I don't see all jobs going away because of AI.
Hang on.
There'll be a lot of jobs, but not as there'll still be. Remember, anywhere that there's an AI, that means there has to be a tech somewhere to fix it.
Yep.
No, man, that sucks.
Study electronics, can't go wrong. Computers and electronics, can't go wrong.
Like those people, they're like, I don't use the self checkouts because it's taking jobs.
I like using the self checkout because I'm not a cashier, and if I miss something, that's not my problem.
Oh, I've been trying to look up that damn word for like hacking into systems or whatever. It's called pen testers.
Pen testers.
Can you hear me now, Annie? No, yes.
Oh, and pen is short for penetration. I'm an idiot.
Oh.
I just put two and two together.
I thought you realized it. I was like, oh, so that's just the slang they go for, but okay.
I remember like seeing the word recently, and it just took me like 15 minutes to find it.
Can you imagine a guy at a brothel and that's his job title too? Yeah, that's not so bad. Next. Okay. Yeah.
You're up, champ.
Ow. Okay, that's a bad one. Is it supposed to burn?
I'll be back. I'm just getting changed.
Okay.
Stephen Greer, you have a PS4? Or is it Annie that does?
I know Annie does.
I don't have any gaming system. I was always a fan of PC gaming.
Ooh, sweet. The youngest man to fly the Blackbird. Nice. Mach 3.
I went to the Air and Space Museum in Virginia. That place was so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was a fun trip to go down to DC. I saw the pandas at the National Zoo in DC.
Isn't that Ling Ling and Ping Ming Ming? Or Ling Ling?
Nope.
No?
Ling? No, I don't think there is a Ling. It's Mei Xiang, Tan Tan, and Bebe.
Oh. Bebe's kids. They don't die, they multiply.
Bebe is the baby. Or the baby.
Baby.
He's only like 3.
So the mom was like, get out of my belly, baby.
The one in my picture is May.
Oh.
The mom.
I've seen a red panda. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they had those at the National Zoo too.
They have one at the zoo here in Nashville. They also have a pelt from, apparently they caught it from a poacher, and they brought the pelt to Nashville. So while you're looking at the animal, you can actually feel it. Dude, that is the softest thing ever. I understand why they were poaching them.
Red pandas are weird too. They're like not actually like part of the bear family, like giant pandas are.
They're like cats.
Yeah, I forget what. They're like in the same family as like a raccoon or something.
Something like that, like something different. Like God just gave up, wasn't sure what to do with it, kind of thing.
They are cute
like
as hell though.
Eating its foot.
I love platypuses though. They're kind of dope. Or I guess platypi.
Oh, it says it previously was placed in the raccoon and bear family, but they moved it. and it's in its own family, and it's the only living species that's in the family. I can't pronounce it.
Neato. That's pretty cool.
Stop trying to eat my freaking cord. I'll move you.
Ooh, look at all the pops over there. What's your favorite one?
Oh, hang on, I'll show you. Probably my Thanos.
You have Thanos?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll show you.
Oh, we've got some thumbs up going. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, but I went to the Air and Space Museum, and the only reason I wanted to go there is because I wanted to see the Concorde, which was that airplane that flew from like the 60s to the early 2000s. That was the only supersonic passenger jet.
It flew from, I believe, Ontario to the UK in 3 hours, 4 hours.
It flew from JFK to Heathrow in 3.5 hours.
There it is.
Yep.
They stopped doing it because of the sonic booms.
They stopped doing it over land.
Well, no, they stopped. That's why it stopped flying, was because of the sonic booms it produced.
Nope.
There's one of my.
That was because originally, like, they flew out of like Dallas Fort Worth International in places like that, but because of the sonic boom, they were like, okay, you guys can't fly over land anymore, so they strictly just made it like over the ocean flights it was like that for a few years before they stopped flying them.
Right. Okay.
That's a collection, Elisa. I have the only one I have is Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
That's awesome.
I don't collect them. I just got one.
Brown?
I collect them. I like this one here.
You got the Joker. Nice.
I'm a beauty.
Brandon, I recommend the one that LA Beast uses, which apparently has the highest amount of commission that you can make off merch.
And I've got Kurt Cobain and Lemmy.
And in a minute, I will get you the name.
And Lemmy. Oh, that's dope.
And then I got my
Weaponized Rick. Cool.
Mr. Bean. Yeah, and then Notorious. Yeah. And I've got Chucky and Al Bundy.
Al Bundy threw 3 touchdown games against Polk High.
And Spyro. But yeah,
Spyro the Dragon. Oh, cool.
I collect them.
Brandon, I recommend that site. It says, it says they have the highest commission in the industry.
You know what, though? I looked at one of those, and it said they had the highest one, and this one says they have the highest one. And when you compare them, they're all the same.
Well, I looked at like they're all very close, but I looked at like a third-party website that did like a comparison.
Did it?
Yeah.
What was the
Yeah, I got Marty, but I need.
I'm not gonna lie. For like one T-shirt, which sells for like 20, I get more than half of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to complain if they do the shipping, the customer service. But if Juxtapose recommends Spreadshirt, I would probably say it's a great start. But if that doesn't work for you, try Teespring. It's not that bad. It's simple to work. But I do know I need to spread out into a different one. But Teespring seems to work okay for right now. And I'm not huge into the merch thing. It's not really my cup of tea.
I know LA Beast has 2.2 million subs, and that's who he uses. And I know Elisa's
He's with Spreadshirt.
Right, yeah, that's what I recommended. I know Elisa's bought a lot of his merch, and I have a couple things too, and it's always been like top notch.
I got to do some new designs. I have some ideas I'd like to do for some stuff, but
I've got 6 LA Beast shirts.
LA Beast also uses Thrilled, but they're more of other like Spreadshirt's more like hoodies and shirts, and Thrilled is more like if you want like coffee mugs and like cell phone holders and weird stuff like that.
And see, Teespring does all that too, though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I do coffee mugs. I have T-shirts. They have iPhone holders, socks, pillowcases.
I've got friggin'.
Oh yeah, they do. Pillowcases, water bottles, mouse pads.
It's San Diego.
Oh, there you go. Teespring was just the first one I found, and I was able to get a T-shirt up on it in like 20 minutes, and I was like, dude, that wasn't too hard.
Gary, I am not clicking that link.
Uh-oh.
Damn top.
Hold on, Gary. I'll be your Huckleberry.
It looks like it says Teespring, but that's not what it is.
What does it say?
I don't know. It just looks sketchy. It's probably an IP
I know
grabber.
what it was. I posted this on my YouTube, on my Facebook, because I saw it online. I thought it was cool. It says, "Green bomb runs in my blood, or in my veins."
Oh, that's cool.
Somebody made a green bomb blood runs through my veins shirt, and I was like, huh, I'm not buying that. But that's new T-Prouse.
Click link, receive FBI. Yeah, exactly.
I've seen one like that, and it's got Joyce.
Yo, I had to call the FBI on a stream.
What?
Yeah, it was I'd say about a year and a half ago. I was doing a live stream, and some guy got on there and started telling me about a bomb threat that was going to go down. And I'm like, what in the fuck are you talking about, dude? Then he got onto my Facebook, and he was sending me like, this is the name of the person, and here's the people, and this person can contact you for this. And I'm like,
what?
What the hell, dude? He goes, I sought after you because I saw you were military. I was like, dude, I'm calling the FBI. I called the FBI, reported it and everything, gave him all the information, screenshot all the photos, emailed it to the agent. She was like, I need you to do this, this, this. I'm like, it's already done. I've already done this, 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 this. I've got this information. I've highlighted these part of the conversations. I kept him talking and tried to get more detailed information out of him. She's like, what did you do that for? I'm like, well, they taught us this in AT level 1 training or anti-terrorism level 1 training. I was like, it's really simple stuff. She was like, well, awesome. Just send it all over. I haven't heard back from him ever. But yeah, the guy was telling me there was going to be a bomb threat, and he was telling me where it was going to be and when it was going to be. And I was like, yo, this is too, if you're joking, dude, you're in a world of shit because I'm reporting this. He said he was from Egypt, and he was giving me a number of some woman who was here that he said knew them, and she didn't feel comfortable with it anymore. I was like, well, I don't know why the hell you're telling me, but okay.
That's sketchy. The ceiling.
Dude, it was legit, like a little freaky. And he specifically said, I sought you out because I saw you were a military. I was like, yeah, dude, that's called targeting. That's phishing, man.
Yeah, that's really sketchy.
Yep.
So I passed that on.
The ceiling, how did that work out? They said they called the cops on the army because they were flying helicopters too low over my house.
Did you really?
How far did you get with that? I'm curious.
Shoot, if I called the cops on the army for flying helicopters, I'd be calling them every day. I'd say at least 3 or 4 dozen fly over every day, at least.
I had to ring national security because a dude was inciting people to kill cops in Canberra.
Oh my lord!
Where the hell is that? Canberra?
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 Yeah, where the hell is that?
Australia?
Oh.
Yeah, Canberra, Australia.
Is Annie G from Australia? Yeah.
She is.
From New South Wales.
The cops laughed at me and said they probably knew what they were doing. I told him my kids were crying and my dogs were flipping out.
I'm from Old South Wales.
I'm pretty sure, yes, she's from New South Wales. I used to live in New South Wales.
What about Old South Wales?
Or is it Queen? What?
Well, if there's New South Wales, that means there has to be Old South Wales.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that about the Air and Space Museum. Like, I went there with the intention of just seeing the Concorde because they have, like, one of the few left. And as we're walking around there, like, I didn't look up anything about it. I was just like, we'll go and see how it is. And I'm walking around, and I look up at this big silver airplane, and I'm like, why does this look familiar? And then I'm like, I go around the side, and it says Enola Gay on the side. I'm like, no way.
That's awesome.
I'm like, they have that?
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Have you ever watched the Brazilian crosswind training videos?
Oh, is that like when pilots are landing in like stiff crosswinds?
Yeah, like the runway is
like
this,
sideways.
They're coming in sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Like this. And they catch that one tire and it snaps the front end around. That's pretty dope.
Those are another cool video to watch is like airplane stress tests.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll take like a brand new 747 or like a passenger jet, and it will just be like a pilot and a co-pilot, and they'll take off and they'll just do like full throttle straight up, and the thing's just like going like 90 degrees straight up in the air.
It
Like
can do it.
Stuff like nobody would do with passengers because they'd all be crying and puking.
I'd love it.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking on your whiskey, take her down. Woo!
Yeah.
I bet we beat the paramedics to the crash site by half an hour.
It's cool to see him do like acrobatic moves in a commercial jet.
I was sad I never got to fly in an Apache, or any American helicopter for that.
Brandon
I
lives in
I
Wales.
flew in a German one. That was pretty cool. I've got a video of that on YouTube. That was pretty dope.
That's pretty cool, Brandon.
I liked having the Germans around in Afghanistan. Their rules of war were totally different than ours. So
Oh, I'm sure.
they were like, listen, if you have any problems or you see something suspicious, you just tell us. We'll shoot it. We won't get in trouble like you will. It's like, Jesus,
Wow.
dude.
Wow.
Like, I'm glad you're here. Thanks, man. Oh,
I have a picture of the Enola Gay somewhere.
for those who don't know, the Enola Gay was the plane that dropped the nukes on Hiroshima. I believe it was the first one that dropped on Hiroshima, right?
Well, it dropped. I forget which one was first.
Hiroshima, then Nagasaki. Did you know, though, that the nukes actually didn't do as much damage as they had hoped they were going to do? The fire bombings that they'd been doing previously to those had done far more.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a demonstration of, it was like, as far as like loss of life, loss of property and stuff, it didn't do as much damage as the fire bombs were doing, but it was a massive amount of damage at once. So that was what was the force of it, was the display of force was.
It was hard to take a picture of the Enola Gay because it's so large.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. That must have been scary. That'd have been a great flight, though.
I guess it was controversial that it was even there. Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yep, there she
It was
blows.
it was so big that it was like impossible to fit in one shot.
That's cool, man. That's history right there.
Oh, and there's the Concorde.
Oh wow, that's
That
cool.
that was hard to fit in one shot too.
That nose cone leans down.
Yeah.
When they're, that's pretty cool.
It's so they could see the runway when they would land.
Yeah, because when you come up to bring the tail end down, they would lose sight of the runway. So the nose cone tips down so they can see better.
Well, because the plane, it doesn't have flaps, so to slow down when they land, they have to like go at a sharp attack angle.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, Chuck.
Yeah, there's the Enola Gay. This plane killed a lot of people.
Flaps give you
drag.
Artificial lift.
That's, yeah, I guess that too.
I used to fly little Cessnas. Well, I've flown them a few times.
Yeah.
Little Cessnas, yeah. Go full flaps, basically it drops it down and it pulls the plane up and slows you down at the same time, but you get artificial lift out of it from drag.
Right.
Oh.
Like an air brake.
Oh, there's a good shot.
You know, pilot on YouTube, he did it's called the Scorpion, and it's the maneuver that Maverick talked about in Top Gun 2. So when he would let him fly by and he would pull up and hit the brakes, there's a Russian pilot who does it, and he named it the Scorpion.
I want to see Annie in a tutu.
Yep, flaps are like air brakes.
Gary, that's kind of half true. Because I believe most modern airplanes actually they have something called like air or speed brakes or air brakes or something, which let me look them up.
Like they open up the wings open up and it creates like a damper where the air doesn't flow.
Yeah, air brakes or speed brakes are a type of flight control used on an aircraft to increase drag and increase the angle of approach during a landing. Those are separate from flaps, though.
Yeah. But he said they're like air brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flaps are specifically designed to create artificial lift and drag.
Let's see what the Google says. Flaps are usually mounted on the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Flaps are used for extra lift on takeoff, and they also increase drag in mid-flight. and they're retracted when not needed.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play Flight Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I know you need flaps when you take off and when you land.
Yep. We would approach in the Cessna, we'd come in at about half flaps at about 40, 50 miles an hour. When we got about to the last 100 feet, slowing to about 40, that's when I would go to about full flaps, and you would just feel the plane start sucking up and slow down. And then you just increase your throttle a little bit, pull it down into it, let off the throttle, and she lows in for a nice smooth landing.
Yep.
Then we did little touch and goes and stuff like that. Those are fun.
Those are fun. There's a shot of the
Oh,
Concorde.
wow. Look how big that is.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was like on the other side of the building, like to get that whole thing.
I got the tour of the USS Hornet in San Francisco. That was pretty cool.
I had a picture from the top of the Concorde. Let me find it. Shows the shape. Oh, and there are the engines of the Concorde.
Man, that's dope, huh?
They were made by Rolls-Royce.
God, look how big they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty much a fighter jet, but it carries passengers.
I wonder if those were made in the Ohio factory, though.
Oh, this was cool. I didn't know they had this either. This was the capsule that guy that broke the world record for the longest, what is it? Longest skydive.
Skydive, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that guy Felix. He took
Baumgartner. Hey,
Yeah.
Baumgartner. So he was a tree gardener, or his family was tree farmers.
He's like German or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the capsule.
Baumgartner.
I didn't even know they had it.
That's cool.
The nose of the Concorde. So weird.
Oh, wow.
Gary says he's boarded at least 6,000 aircraft, non-military. That's right. Gary worked for an airport till he just recently retired.
Gary, did you ever ride on the Concorde?
Ooh, that would be cool.
He's from the UK, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so it's possible.
If you had a bag of peanuts from the Concorde, I want them.
You can buy Concorde memorabilia on eBay.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a Concorde. There's only like a few left in the United States, and there's one in New York City. And I guess every once in a while, or they just did it because like the Concorde just had its like anniversary, and they actually did like a nose lowering on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, one of them, when they retired the Concorde, like all the Concorde pilots took off their pilot hats, and for the last time that Concorde was ever going to retract its nose back up, they all stuck their hats like in the crease of the body where it like moves, and like all of the pilots' hats got pinched in like the airframe from when the nose went back up, and so their hats would be stuck with the plane forever.
That's cool.
It was like a goodbye thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to leave for Iraq, and the airfield they took us to was a private secret airfield to fly out of. And I had just watched a special on the Discovery Channel about secret military aircraft that had been tested, and they were talking about this new drone helicopter that they wanted to fly. And just as we're getting on the plane, I look over and I see them wheeling it out to test it. I was like, dude, I just watched that on Discovery. That's awesome.
That's cool. Oh,
I had no idea that was the airfield we were at.
There's a top-down photo.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so different from any. It's hard to believe that thing was built in the 60s.
That's a freaking bullet, man.
It looks so futuristic. Gary said,
sexy, though. That's a sexy airplane right there.
What's the type of wing this is called? I forget. A-wing or something? No.
I wouldn't say that's A-wing because
it's called a delta wing. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay. Because an A-wing is pretty much like the stealth bomber where they take two wings and just connect them, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, they're the engines from underneath.
Anyone seen a UFO? Yes, I have seen a UFO. Don't believe that it was I don't know if it was alien. It was definitely an object that was flying, and I couldn't identify it. That was out at the base of a military base.
Those engines are crazy looking.
Yeah. Oh, those are pretty cool.
Oh, the Concorde had afterburners like the fighter jets have, where like the flames actually shoot out of the back of the airplane.
Dude, I've actually got to see that on a jet, and that is the coolest thing ever, especially at night. That never gets old.
Nope.
I loved watching the jets take off.
It's loud as hell and uses a ton of fuel, but it's cool.
Oh, dude, it was so cool watching them do that, and then they would like buzz us when we were driving in from work. Oh, it was so cool, dude.
Wait, so Gary, what's the story behind that? You said you boarded a Concorde, but you didn't fly on it. Was it at a museum like I saw?
Probably Gary worked for the airport, so he was probably doing services or whatever he was doing for the plane.
Yeah, maybe he was putting baggage on it or something. I don't know.
Whatever, yeah.
Right.
I worked for air cargo. I unloaded air cargo. That was pretty cool.
Huh.
Worked for a company called Kitty Hawk Airways. Out of they stop in New York, North Carolina, and Nashville. One time I got a lady's dog that was being shipped. When she came to pick up her dog, she's like, "This isn't my dog." They took the wrong dog off in North Carolina. That woman was a little upset about it. She's like, I was like, the dog will be here tomorrow. She's like, well, I was here to pick him up. What am I gonna do? I'm like, you can get a hotel, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I was like, I know this may not be reasonable, but I have to go to college later. You're probably not comfortable with this, but you're welcome to crash. That's all I can do is to help you out. You can crash in my apartment, but I have to go to college.
Right.
Nothing worth stealing, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, so Gary, you got to clean a Concorde. That's pretty cool.
You hear thunder, but nothing on the radar. Yeah, the storm was rolling through here. I think it's pretty much done on my end, unless there's another one kicking up in Texas for you, Steve-O.
There is a plane going.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of things that are flying up in the sky that we're not aware of.
Oh, you can probably hear a plane over here too. I thought that was close to that.
Should jump on it. Come over here. Come over to the States. You should. Yeah.
Jump on it.
Just hold on.
Yeah. I'll get there.
Crikey.
Michael's always saying like, "Oh, you need to come over here. It's so great." It's like, yeah, it's all right.
I've seen better. No.
I guess technically I can't say that. I've never left the United States, but
I'll say this: we're pretty spoiled here, and we should be grateful.
I mean, it's from like coming from Australia to the United States. It's probably not too much like of a difference.
Are you kidding? They don't even have hot food at Wendy's.
Yeah,
What?
Food.
What the fuck?
Exactly. You just said no big deal. They serve hot dogs only at Wendy's there.
I know. She said that yesterday, and I was like, hot dogs?
Yeah.
Dude, see, that's a no bueno. That's a no go. That's a go followed by a no go.
Yeah. Wendy's doesn't even have hot dogs here.
No. We can get like chili at Wendy's, which by the way, Wendy's chili is pretty dank, but they do use the old hamburgers from the day before to make the meat in it.
Yeah.
Compared to what you guys get at Wendy's, yeah. It's shit here.
Rip Twin Towers. Oh my god.
No, I'm not popping pills.
Some might say that J.R.R. Tolkien's The Two Towers might be a symbol of something because both towers fell.
Oh, this was cool. They had a Lockheed SR-71A Blackbird.
Oh, there you go. Did you know that plane had to take off? Once it took off, it immediately had to refuel.
Really?
Yep. As soon as it took off, the first thing it had to do was meet up with the refueling jet.
Huh.
Think that was capable of what, Mach 4?
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. It was like in
that
the
would be
centerpiece.
Something like. I think the plane flew from San Francisco to New York in an hour.
Wow.
At Mach 4, full speed.
I don't know what kind of plane this was. It was like a cross between like a boat and an airplane.
I
think it's seen better days. I don't know what it was. It must be foreign.
That looks like a plane that they used to use for refueling or resupplying submarines.
Are they what?
Oh, maybe.
because they would fly it into the water, and the engines are higher up with the pontoons, so the plane itself wouldn't get the engines wet when it landed on the ocean. I know Germans had them. I don't know if that is a German one specifically,
Might be.
but it looks like clearly it's a water vessel of some sort. But I do know that all I can think of is that a lot of German boats were resupplied by air, so that might have been a boat specifically for it.
I can just barely read the plaque thing on it. See if I can look it up. It's called like a Skorsky or something.
Huh. It's cool looking. Definitely different with the engines and the placements and all and whatnot. Flying. I bet it would make a smooth ride because you're flying under the wings, though, as opposed to with the wings. It wouldn't stress as much.
I got back pain.
Uh-oh.
You need cocaine. No more back pain with cocaine.
Oh my god.
I got my low back.
No, don't do that. Don't do drugs.
No, it's not drugs. It's
That's a drug.
well, yeah, but it's, you know what I mean.
It's not a good drug.
What is it? Paracetamol?
You're over here hitting your inhaler. That doesn't do crap.
Oh, is this it right here?
3 hours, 45 minutes, London to LA. That's dope.
I got these and I got Advil.
Yeah, we'll have you on sometime, Brandon. Absolutely, man. I got no problems with you, broskies.
I found it.
It lands at sea. Yes. Look how high the wings and engines are. That's what I agreed. I could see the pontoons, but I'm trying to figure out the purpose of it. Like, what would you want? The only thing I could think would be to resupply a boat or maybe repairs on a boat, or all I can think is the only thing I can really think is resupplying submarines.
Is that the
And
one?
usually with the military, form follows function.
Oh wow, I think this airplane was made by Howard Hughes.
It wasn't the Spruce Goose, was it?
No. It's called a Skorsky S-43, I think.
Hmm.
I'm trying to like match pictures up to one.
Did you know in World War II they had boats made of concrete?
What?
Yep.
Jeez.
That's interesting.
As long as you can get the buoyancy right, anything will float.
I know on Mythbusters they successfully made a lead balloon.
Yes, I saw that when they had to do the origami folding of the paper. It was like, that was actually really cool to see how they designed that.
I'm a big fan of Mythbusters.
Which is a good band, by the way, if you ever check out the album by Atreyu, Lead Sails and Paper Anchors. Great album.
Wow, I love Atreyu.
Like a rising tide, bleeding hearts go but never die. Still inside. Oh, that was a good one. I used to rock that one every one day before work.
Oh, I wonder if this is what it's from.
And yes, the band was named after from Back to Neverending Story.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, because it says it's at the... Yeah, this is it, because it says it's... Apparently, this exact plane, it says... This amphibious seaplane is the only aircraft in the museum that was at Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941.
Huh.
10 JRS-1s were at the U.S. naval base when the Japanese attacked during World War II. The Navy immediately sent these unarmed utility craft to search for the enemy fleet. The JRS-1 is the military version of the Skorsky S-43 Baby Clipper.
Huh.
Huh.
We need to learn something new every day, huh?
So they use this plane, I guess, to look for the enemy.
That's cool. So it was a surveillance, a reconnaissance plane.
It says its current condition is due to many years of storage outside.
Mm. That's cool.
That is cool. I didn't know that.
They had an old Russian tank outside of the base I was on in Afghanistan, but all the locals used to shit in it.
Okay.
Sorry, it wasn't like the most exciting of a story, but that's how she goes.
Right.
What's that tank over there? Ah, it's full of shit.
That's our bathroom.
Dude, it was... That tank must have been like a hot oven full of poo.
Ew.
And it's like that's got to be like the Russians hadn't been there since the 80s, so that's 30 years of.
Of shit.
There was a really pretty mosque in Mazar-e Sharif. I really wish we could have actually stopped and gone in and looked at it, or not gone in. Clearly, no infidel, but it would have been nice to have like taken some pictures. A beautiful mosque. I've never seen like that blue color of stone before.
Huh.
It was really pretty. But I guess like Mohammed's neighbor's cousin's uncle's dog walker died there, so it was like a holy site.
Right.
So we were actually really safe because nobody had any problems. There was like a big pilgrimage that came, and it was really cool to see everybody hanging out and coming to the pilgrimage and all that. And but I think the mosque was absolutely gorgeous as building wise, like as far as architecture goes, it was pretty, really cool building. We could have had a good beer hall or something out of it, but no disrespect to the religion, but it was a nice place, a very pretty building.
Yeah, some religious buildings are very pretty.
Notre Dame burning down, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of history.
I've always wanted to visit there, and now you'll never get to see where Quasimodo was.
Right.
Did you ever hear about the guy who had no arms and his job was a bell ringer?
Maybe.
He used to run into it with his face and to ring the bell. And one day he slipped and fell to his death. Everyone came and looked over, and no one knew who he was, though he'd been up there for so many years.
Huh.
They said, "Did anyone know who this guy is?" And they said, "No, but his face rings a bell."
Huh. Oh my god. Brooke, my dad's oiler was the first ship to be commissioned at Pearl Harbor since 1917. Huh.
Well, here's a little history for you guys then. So you can see 4 generations of Greenbaum getting it done.
That first uniform is crazy.
That's this is great grandpa at World War I, grandpa for Korea during the Korean War. Dad caught Desert Storm, Desert Shield. I knocked out Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, and the other side of the family, they covered Vietnam and more Korea.
Huh.
We missed World War II. We were kind of we were doing something else at that time, running away.
And Vietnam, right?
What's that?
And Vietnam.
We caught Vietnam on my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
Vietnam, but we missed World War II. Nobody fought in World War II for my family that I know of. That's the only one. But I had family who were in Auschwitz and shit, but
right.
they didn't fight. But yeah, that's pretty much, we've got all those wars. Grandpa Joe was one of the first ones here, and he got here in late 1800s, 1898 when we got here, and then he enlisted when he got old enough for World War One.
Right. I guess Alicia had to go.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm probably only going to be able to stay on till like probably 5.
I was only going to run here probably another 10 minutes or so.
I was going to see if anyone else wanted to come on, but
we'll wrap it up. We had a good little after party, hanging out with everybody. Got the chit chat, a little chat, talk with everyone. That's always fun.
Look at aircraft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a good photo. Got the double 9mm.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to go all gangs. I just went to help the armorer, and I was like, "Dude, let me get those 2 pistols. Take a picture quick."
I want to go shoot. Like, I've only got to go to a gun range. I've only got to go to a gun range once in my life and shoot weapons.
When I get up there, Sip and I'll come pick you up. We'll go shoot his AR.
Oh boy, I've got to shoot an AR. It was fun.
Oh yeah, dude, we'll go in. Him and I shot a lawnmower on fire with his AR and my M4.
Oh my god.
We just unloaded. I think we put 3 mags into it each until it burst in flames finally. I think one of us broke a fuel line, and then with the bullets ricocheting off, it caused a spark.
Right.
I don't think we actually like in the movies, it didn't do that. It just started smoking, and you could see the fuel heating up and started leaking on the side, and finally one spark lit her up, and It's pretty cool though, man. Guns are fun.
Yeah, they are.
We were staying at a house out in New Braintree. A buddy of ours owned a big piece of property. Every morning we'd wake up, brew our coffee, open the kitchen window, and shoot the shotgun out the window. That's how you wake up.
Right.
Right in the kitchen. Blah!
I remember the gun range we went to, like somebody had left behind like bowling pins.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we were shooting those with like a 45 handgun. And it was
Nice.
literally like stopping bullets. Like they would go in and then they would like bulge out the back, but they wouldn't actually come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy crap, these things stop bullets.
Yeah.
It's all like cork and like dense wood and plastic.
Yeah. All kinds of a lot of softer stuff that's going to absorb the energy.
Right.
But it's cored up so tight and it's wound into layers. Well,
Yeah.
that's all body armor is woven layers.
Right.
Really tight woven layers.
Of Kevlar.
I don't know, man. They had one, we called it our nut guard, and it was a patch of body armor that hung off your mane that covered your crotch.
Right.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I would want to take one to the beans, even if it was gonna stop it.
No, still a lot of force.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to be punched in the dick by a bullet.
Yeah, ouch.
But what we used to do is when guys weren't paying attention, you run up and flap it up and it smacks them back in the balls.
Right.
That was always fun. I think that probably caused more pelvic injuries than it saved. But it would be good for shrapnel. I think that was their big thing.
Oh, good night, Steven.
Everyone's starting to rack out.
Have you ever shot that explosive that you had to mix and be at least 300 yards away? What? Have you ever shot that explosive?
Have you ever shot an explosive? You have to mix and be at least 300.
Oh, tannerite?
I got to see the claymores go off. Those were pretty dope, but nobody really mixes. I haven't mixed it. But we did claymores. I've done hand grenades, AT4, M203 grenade launcher. Those were pretty dope.
Huh.
I was really good with it. They told us don't try to aim for the tank, and I was like, bullshit, I'm practicing. I was nailing that tank on the range dead on every shot. I can put an M203 on somebody. The AT4, though, that's just point and click. Any idiot can do that.
Tracer rounds are pretty cool.
But they work both ways.
What?
Tracers.
Oh.
You can see where your bullet's going, but the enemy
coming
can see
from.
where it came from.
Right.
We used to do, that's how they would tell us to stagger our mags, is they would give us, so for every magazine, you get 5 tracers, and you can either do every 5th bullet you put a tracer in, but what I would do is I would stack my last 5 as tracers, so when I started seeing tracers, I know my magazine would be getting close to empty.
Oh, that's a good idea.
As soon as you see tracer, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 tracers, next mag.
Yep. So it doesn't catch you off guard.
Some people like to do it with the other 5th one so they can see where their bullet's going. I just, a lot of the times you'd be surprised how many people were shooting, and then they're like, my gun doesn't work. You're like, you're out of ammo, idiot. Put another mag in.
Huh.
It's just something you don't think. It's because it's TV. Dude, you'd be surprised how quick 30 rounds goes. It sounds like a lot, but it's gone in no time. I can empty a 30 round in 5 seconds. No problem. You can check out my video of me shooting the M4. I didn't go out there for accuracy. I went out there to have fun with my gun, and that's exactly what we did.
Even on a hand clip, or a handgun, you can empty a clip like real quick.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It just goes faster than people think.
Yeah.
What you need is a 100-round drum.
Huh.
They make one for my M4. I'd love to get it.
Is it legal to have?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know in some states, like what are they called? Like large.
High capacity mags.
Capacity, yeah.
Makes no sense, but whatever. I don't understand. I guess I see the point where you don't, but what do you need a 30-round magazine for? In case
Thanks,
I want
Gary.
30 deer. Oh, Gary hitting us with the 557 super chat right at the end. Thank you, Gary.
5.57 quid.
557.
Thanks for the quid, mate.
Thank you, love. Eyes comes through. Oh, go get us the point.
My terrible British accent.
Jux, I do appreciate you coming on, man. I know it was late and you were probably tarred.
Yeah, it's all good.
Look at the time. It's 3:57 Magnum.
I got to shoot one of those that day. Luckily,
357 are powerful, man.
Luckily, I went with a friend who, like, his buddy was in the army or something, and his buddy didn't want to come with us, but he let my friend borrow like all of his guns, so he took like one of everything.
Oh, that's dope.
Shot like handguns, AR, AK-47s, 357.
If you weren't comfortable getting an AK, an SKS is a very comparable weapon.
Huh.
Very, very reliable. Very, very reliable.
My buddy had his license to carry, and he carried a Sig Sauer.
Oh, cool.
Or something. I got to shoot a Glock.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
There's a automatic range here in Nashville, so if you want to go rent guns, you can go rent guns and shoot them.
See, my state's stupid. Like, you can't rent a gun and go to a shooting range in my state. Like, you can only go to a shooting range if you have a license and have your own weapons.
That's no fun.
Yeah, we're a bunch of liberal SJWs.
I would love to go to the automatic fire range in Kentucky. It's a 10-year waiting list to get on the firing line, but you can bring anything out there and shoot it. Anything.
Huh.
Guys bring out private tank collections, old Gatling guns, mini guns. They're allowed to fire tracer rounds on this one.
Wow.
They do a pyrotechnics night where they put a bunch of bombs out there and you can shoot them and watch them blow up.
That's cool.
Dude, I've always wanted to go to it. It looks like a fun event. And of course, you can buy weapons and you can shoot guns and stuff, but the main firing line's a 10-year waiting list for the automatic firing line.
Right.
But I'll tell you this, though. Anybody who can get a hold of an automatic weapon, the licensing you have to go through, you are the cleanest cut person in America.
Right.
They will interview your neighbors, every boss you've ever had in your life. Everybody will be interviewed to get you a Class 3 license.
Right.
Yeah, those are the American.
Good call.
Oh, God. Safest people in the world you could ever be with. If they have an automatic gun, they are squeaky clean. Every T crossed, every I dotted. Taxes paid.
Stephen Greer, a gherkin is a tiny pickle.
A gherkin, yes. I know what a gherkin is.
Mm-hmm.
Little pickles. I don't like them. They're disgusting.
Mm.
All you need is kosher dill, baby. Kosher dill.
Oh, I love kosher dill. It's my favorite.
That's all we need. You can keep that
like
bread and butter junk out of here.
Or the half sours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hot mamas are good. I like them big hot mamas.
I made a PVC pipe bow. Interesting.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I made a spud gun when I was a lad.
Dad has a 8-foot spud gun he made.
Yeah.
He doesn't like shooting it because we're not sure if the speed he's getting out of the barrel of it is actually making it in the range of a projectile.
Oh, Stephen Greer, I don't know what that is. It was some word that I think Brandon made up.
Gherkinzola? What is a gherkintonation?
Well, he wrote this. Yeah, sweet pickles are gross.
I hear you. Yeah, I don't like those. You keep those. The first time someone slipped me a sweet pickle, I was like, what the hell did you try to poison me with, you evil witch?
It was kind of funny, though. Like, my buddy and I went to Home Depot with, like, plans to build a spud gun because we were going to go and get, like, PVC and PVC glue and everything. Mm-hmm. And when we got to Home Depot, they were like, you have to cut the PVC yourself, like, so you don't have to buy like one big piece of PVC. You cut it up into the lengths you want, and they charge you based on how big the pieces are. Mm-hmm. So we actually like cut the PVC ourselves and then bought it, and then bought all the fittings and glue that we needed. And then literally, like, we were chomping at the bit so bad that we just wanted to get this thing together. We literally built the thing in the parking lot.
I assembled a beer bong in Lowe's and then took it up to the register and had it checked out, all assembled.
That's funny.
I put a nice big butterfly valve on it, had a 6-foot pipe. We had a little, I got 2 plumbers, the clamps on it to seal everything up. We had a nice funnel at the top, and then we marked it, your level, super dude, you're the king, hey, you pussy, stuff like that all the way down.
Is
Only
Malloy
one,
live again?
what?
Somebody just said Malloy's live. I got a
No.
notification, but
Is he?
no, he's not. Because like I got a notification, but I think it was him just posting the video from the live stream. Yeah, he's not live. Because I got the same notification, but it was the same title as the stream he just had.
What if Michael Malloy is an ancient vampire who's
What?
finally withering down, and this is how he wants to spend his final years on YouTube, and he's really thousands of years old, Michael Malloy.
I guess it's possible.
I like jokes. What?
It's kind of cool being involved with like his situation because he kind of just seems like a guy that like wanted to get into YouTube just to have some fun, but like now he's actually like becoming successful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Sometimes like some people work really hard on YouTube and get nowhere, and then like some people just fall into it for fun and blow up.
There you go. Hey,
Yep.
today's freak is tomorrow's entertainer.
Yep. He has a good personality, so
Oh, I love Michael. He's great.
he does well.
He's genuine. That's what's great about it. He's genuine. He doesn't he seems like that's how he is all the time. Like he's an exciting guy. Like,
I didn't want to upset him, but like I knew like this was probably gonna happen because like when LA Beast rated him yesterday, like and he got that influx of subs, usually this always happens. Like if people are asked to sub to something, they'll eventually go back and just unsub because they're like, why did I sub to this person again? But if
I saw that I think that happened because he had 4 point something yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
And he dropped about 600 in the process. But I mean, still a huge positive gain for him. So
oh yeah,
that's the great thing. And then we're keeping it going. It seems like everyone gave him at least a good majority gave him a chance, come back a couple times. And
yeah, people are
again, kudos to Kevin. Man.
During the raid, he gained 2,542 subs, which was on Wednesday, and then Thursday, he lost 107. And then today, which we're only 5 hours in today, he's lost 32.
That's not bad though.
No, that's not too bad, and it's expected.
He's not even at 10% lost yet, so a 90% retention. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because that's just naturally going to happen. Like, if you ask people to sub to a channel, like, there's going to be that group of few that are just going to go back through and be like, eh.
Yeah, right. I did it because he said so, and now the thrill of doing what my idol on YouTube did is over.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not held to do anything anymore, so
I fulfilled my part. You know, I did what the beast said.
Acid9 wants to know, what do they need to do to become a mod because they are a big fan? Trust me, dude, you don't want to be an internet janitor.
Dude, I know mod looks like an exciting thing to have your blue wrench, but really a lot of my moderators are constantly monitoring the chat and they're more available. If you've noticed, a lot of my moderators are are a little bit of the older crowd that are helping me out. They know what I'm looking for. And right now, Acid, I would say if you want to be a mod, stick around, buddy, hang out, just keep being a cool cat, and we'll get to it when it gets to it.
Annie G said you have to be over the age of 90.
Did you hear that, Gary? Ann says you're old as fuck.
He said, Green Bomb, before you guys go, what do you do in the music industry?
I am the general manager of a music promotion team for an independent recording label in Nashville.
Yeah, that's a question I have. How can you work in the music industry and not have a nice mic?
It's a different kind of industry. Wait, I do have a nice mic. What are you talking about?
What do you have? Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, this is my mic. It's a Turtle Beach.
Huh. I have it's like an XLR mic like they use in like recording studios.
This one is specifically made it's got a PC, PS4, Xbox setting, and then I can change the tone. So if we want to go to more of a What is that one? That is a noisier environment. That's multi-directional, so the microphone can do multi-directional. This is in a noisy environment, and this is in a quiet environment, and then this is for standard setting.
Huh. It's a USB mic, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I did like research before I bought like a mic and stuff, and people were saying in general like USB mics are trash compared to like a professional XLR mic like they use in like concerts and.
Oh well, of course,
Yeah.
but. I was just looking for something with a little bit better of a quality.
Right.
This one was only like $50-$60. It actually has the adapter too, so you can make it for a mic stand to have the full size mic stand out of it.
Right.
It's heavy duty and it's been great. It was plug and go, didn't have to download any software, plugged straight into the PlayStation, and it's ready to roll.
Nice.
That was more. I knew I was going to be using it for a computer, but I knew I needed to plug in straight to the PlayStation. And that's exactly what it featured. Was right back there. It's got a selection just for PC and PlayStation right there in the back. So
yeah, that's worth it for your situation.
Yeah, I would. They had a nicer mic there, but I was like, for the time being, this will do. Eventually, like I was telling you before, I'd like to have 3 or 4 different mics just to play around with one. Eventually, I'll have a collection.
Right.
More computers, better cameras, more mics.
Yeah.
But for now, it works.
You could get like an audio interface with like multiple inputs, so you could have like multiple mics connected at the same time and do like podcasts.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that, more like a conspiracy theory, kind of crazy idea theories. Like, doesn't even have to be theories. Just say something stupid, come up with an idea, and let's talk about it.
Right.
That'd be a good idea for the show. Let's talk about it. And just, Michael Malloy is a vampire. Let's run the details on how this would work. I don't want to hear the obscurity of how dumb it sounds. If it was, what would it be? And then we talk about that. Like, just come up with stupid stuff like that. And
that type of like conspiracy, like out there kind of content does very well on YouTube.
Sure. I've come up with some crazy ideas of stuff. My ideas for the afterlife. Do I believe it? No, but it sounds pretty cool. It could be legit. It could be legit. We'll go over that another time, though. But I think for now, we'll go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Trav, man, appreciate you coming to hang out as always. I know you were getting ready to wrap out and everything. You guys who are all hanging out, Alicia, The Ceiling, Annie, Brandon, it's always a pleasure. Broke Dial, thank you so much. Brook Dial, appreciate it. Acid 9 Coma, appreciate you stopping on by. Bro Skis. I know it's late, early morning for a bunch of y'all, but hey, you guys came through in a clutch. As always, I'm your boy JG, coming to hang out with you guys, having a good night. I'll see you all.
Thanks, chat. Have a good night, everyone.